So let's have a real quick look then at a quick game. I realised there's one game mode I sort of forgot, and there's also the different settings. So these all have different environments. They all look different and have different features. There's this one. This is the point extraction. So that's where you have to collect blue quarks and bring them back to the middle. So I kind of forgot to mention that. So let's do that one. You've got the mission length here, which is 2 out of 3. So there's obviously the one I just clicked, which was 10. So that's longer, and the complexity of the cave. So it's randomly generated, but there's different complexities. So I'm going to play alone because I don't have any friends to play with, and I don't like online because it lags and everybody's terrible. So because you are probably new if you're watching this, so I'm gonna do Hazard 2, which is challenging apparently. I'm gonna be the scout because why not? I'm gonna, because when you play solo you get Bosco, which is a robot, so he's gonna help me out and keep me company. Sorry, I'm having to speak loud because this drop pod's quite loud. I can speak quiet again now. So yeah, the game has this lovely loading screen. Every mission has a random name, so this is called Dastardly Vault. The Hollow Burr has some minerals we can find. They're different minerals in different environments. It's got noisy again. You can see my friends would be here if I had any. I'm not crying, I'm laughing. So as a scout, as I said in my previous video, we've got flare guns so we can get some light. These are obviously the quarks. If you press, I'm on the PC, so our bindings might be different. Stop talking. You have no authority here, mission control. Well, you kidding? But so the grappling hook can stop you there taking full damage. Everything's so loud. So if you hold control, you can identify things. So you could, if you're in a multiplayer game, this will mark things for other players to see. Single player, this tells Bosco to do something. So he's going to go mine the quark from there. This is the secondary objective. You see my pickaxe there destroys it. These are Ebo nuts or ebony nuts or Ebola nuts. So the pickaxe is the same for all the dwarfs. So I'm on PC. Our bindings might be different, but right click does that, which can hurt enemies and break things. That little growl is my shield getting recharged. That's just my you get a power attack. So if I hold right click and then left click, I can smash that open or smash an enemy. This is like a little bonus. So there's different in-game events. So this one is a thing which I'll show you later. So I'm gonna get. So I'm on PC, so our bindings might be different. But if you press X, it will get his attention and throw the rock towards me. There we go. And then I'm going to send him on his way to get another one. And yeah, watch that. There we go. So I've got this quite cool laser gun and this crossbow, which I've spec'd to shoot ice bolts. So that's quite fun. Oh, that's a corruptor, so that's gonna be fun. That's quite hard. I mean, at least we're on an easy difficulty, but this thing is evil. So this is the lithophage thingy that is a special event at the moment. So I'm gonna need to cover it in foam.
Cleansing equipment is on its way.
Oh. But normal weapons aren't going to hurt it. So I'm going to have to do a thing. Just going to annoy it. He's angry now. This game is perfect for me because you end up going just on tangents of doing things. So there's so many different things to do. The mission, all I have to do is collect the bluer quarks. These things are so loud. You just collect the quarks and I could complete the mission, but no, I'm doing all the other things because I'm easily distracted. So now that I've covered it in foam, I need to hoover it up, and that will remove his like armor and stuff that's preventing me from damaging him. So let's put that down. You can get Bosco to do it, but he's sort of easily distracted as well, to be honest. Suck it up. There we go. Oh! So, yeah, I've kind of got covered in his goo stuff. So, got rid of one layer of armour. Okay, he's a bit pissed off. So I'm going to cover him again. And now I've got loads of other bugs attacking me. Luckily this is Hazard 2, otherwise I'd probably be dead by now. But I can't possibly talk and think and do at the same time, so Hazard 2's good. Oh! Bosco's kindly sucked up some of the things, so I think I can... Oh dear. So you see my health, bottom left is my health. Oh, we got a wave now as well. Bottom left is my shield, which isn't there right now, it's recharging. It's the blue, purpley colour. And then below that's my health, which is quite low. So I'm going to get some red sugar. Which that wasn't very much, that's a bit crap. So that's not red sugar. There we go. These things is health, red sugar, so pick at that, look at that. Never felt better. Let's try and get rid of this corruptor thing. But luckily again we're on Hazard 2, so this wave is well, I don't know where the wave is yet. These little things are a bit annoying. Exploders, these are fun. They explode. So still working away at this thing. I'm not a big... I really don't like these things. I'd probably avoid fighting them on Hazard 5 because they are a bit on your own. They're not fun. It's hard to cover them and just do it all on your own, to be honest. So anyway, we're getting there. He's really angry for some reason. There we go. That's a nice bit of damage. Is that side? Yeah, let's get that side. It's quite crucial to keep moving. Never really want to stay still in Deep Rock. Things are gonna hurt if you stay still. So you never see me stay still. A bit like real life. Let's give him a smash. Getting nice and a bit close. Don't want to do that really. So it's a bit of a unique mission. We've got this, what's this called? Mine head. It's got these guns on them. So this is sort of our little mini base of operations that we keep coming back to. The other mission types don't have it. There we go. That's that. And what do we get? Do we get anything? Oh, we get this. This is part of the season event thing. We can get some rewards for these. That's not really worth all the hassle, to be honest. Is it just the one? If you hold tab again, I'm on PCR, bindings might be different. You can see some other bits down there. Oh, so there's some more. That's a bit bad. So every 6 of these you get one script, it's called. Like, you can spend 1 script on unlocking something on the cosmetic tree. So you get 6 for 1 piece of content. So we got 3. Oh, it's just terrible. There we go. Deposit that. Wonderful. Let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. He's going to do that. We need to find some more Ebola nuts. There's one here. There's all these bits of nature you can interact with. It's quite cool. Thorn pots. Just everything. These things move. Nice sort of interactive environments. Oh, this is where the little shits are coming from. Excuse my language.
Oh no, that will let the moisture in.
So this is going to constantly spawn these little shitty things. Excuse my language. What I want to do is freeze him, which is quite easy on this thing. Freezes easily, because otherwise, when you blow it up, it would a million of those things would come out. Maybe not a million, maybe a billion, gazillion. But by freezing it, they will just die immediately. So, pro life tip. There, let's get some more Ebola nuts. The main thing for me in this game is time management, so you want to act fast, which is why getting distracted with all these things doesn't help. more and more enemies are going to spawn, especially on this map, the longer you leave it. And the worst thing that can happen is we run out of ammo. So I've actually used a bit already, getting the corruptor. To get more ammo, we're going to need to find some red nitra, which will be on the walls. Which is why we need to light things up. So this is unique to the scout class. This is why it's nice to play online, because you can get one of each class. So if you're not a scout, you're going to be missing. I do rotate the classes personally, so I kind of just, every class has its perk. There's some nitra there, so he's currently digging away, and there's some up there. Nitra, ammunition resource, that's all it's used for. Let's throw that. You can't really walk very fast when you're carrying heavy things, so I like to lob it. Gonna try and, this is where if you're an engineer you could build a platform, so it'd be easier to get the resources, but then you wouldn't have the grappling hook. So it's all about making the most of your class ability. Ow! There is full damage in this game. There's some more enemies coming. Oh look, he's got a green thing. I thought I asked him to get a blue thing. I don't know. But this is one of the jadis, whatever, is used to upgrade your weapons and unlock stuff, basically. So it's quite valuable stuff. Let's get him to, where is it? Get him to mine that. Get another Ebola nut. I haven't actually got any music on. It's because I sometimes play copyrighted music and I turn it off for the recordings. So there we go. You have some background ambience, you're not just listening to me ramble on. Let's get another Ebola nut. How many we got? So top right you can see I got 9 out of 14. On my inventory, what I'm carrying is at the bottom there is 2. And we have to deposit that for it to count. If you have them in the inventory and not deposited, they won't count, so make sure you deposit them by the end of the game. You can carry a mix of resources, but each resource is limited. Again, you can unlock different amounts. I think I'm limited to 30 or 35 of each thing. Got another wave. Again, luckily we're on a low difficulty, so this is where the drop pod was earlier. It leaves once you leave the drop pod. It's obviously crushed some things on its way down. Some goodies. There's an exploder here. Hello. Hey. Oh. You might want to be my friend. So each class has a different sort of mobility option. So the scout is very mobile with your grappling hook, which recharges every. Again, you upgrade it, so mine's about 3 or 4 seconds to recharge. The driller can just drill anywhere. The engineer can put up platforms, and the gunner has a zip line, which is sort of a permanent fixture. So there's some gold there. I'm not really that interested in gold. Gold just gets you more credits, which is again used to buy upgrades and stuff. But nitra we need for more ammo. If you can get nitra, if you don't run out of ammo, you shouldn't really lose this game. My biggest issue is always running out of ammo. Because it's sort of random RNG. Oh, this is painful, sorry. If you run out of ammo, you're absolutely screwed. But as long as you got ammo, oh, that nearly died. You can cool down drop. So I need 80 nitrous. If I hold control, it brings up my store. So I've got 67. So I need another 13 nitro to get a drop. I'm gonna get Bosco, my only friend, to get me another one. We need a bit more nitro. That's not going to be enough there. Have to find another deposit. Let's see what else we can find. We need one more Ebola nut. You know what? I might do mining some of these. So the driller could just go straight in there and get that nice and easy, but I have to use my pickaxe. Hello, friend. Speaking of which, you have perks. So one thing I haven't explained: perks bottom left. So above the scout title there, you can see a couple of icons. One of the, you can choose your perks. I always have Iron Will. So when I get downed, when I lose health, I can one time respawn for like 10 seconds, or just stand up for 10 seconds. If I can get health, so either from red, sugar, or if I call in a resupply, you get ammo and health, then you stay alive. So sort of like a last chance thing. If you don't get any health in that 10 seconds, then you just fall down again. So tend to only want to use it when there's health around. I can be revived by Bosco. You see below Bosco to the bottom left, he's got a counter of 4, so I've upgraded him so he can revive me 4 times, because on Hazard 5 I can sometimes die, so I like to have maximum revives. Obviously if you're playing with other people, you're relying on them to pick you up, which is unlimited, but again you're relying on the kindness of strangers. But you never leave a dwarf behind, so I should bloody well hope they come and pick you up. A bit of goals that sits here, it's not really all that valuable, to be honest. It's a bit... yeah. Oh, I'm out, okay. It's just my flares. That's the last Ebola nut. I've run out of them. I've got enough for a drop now.
Well done.
So,
Objective completed.
I think there is a tutorial. The early missions, the assignments is a tutorial. It actually tells you all of this, so that's a good, probably, starting place. And we'll start somewhere. This is just my sporadic guide to the game. Don't get underneath that when it falls, otherwise you will get knocked over. I actually have 2 types of bolts, so this is an ice bolt, which is incredibly effective. If you manage to freeze, we're on a low difficulty, so they're going to just die. Nothing happened there. On high difficulties, it kind of freezes them, and they obviously can't move, attack, and you do more damage. It's quite helpful. My other one, if I swap it over, this one actually has like a lure on it, which is quite handy. So I'm going to start this thing. I wish there's just no, it's just not. There's nothing really for me to use this on. This is the thing about low difficulties. It can be a bit boring. I do recommend starting this low, but push yourself. The game is most fun when it's challenging.
It's go time, team. Hack each antenna node in
So I've just started this.
Self-destruct sequence. Or clear the vicinity post haste.
So this is basically you have to go to the one that's live and do this little hacking game. I have to click each side of the wire, and then it has a little line on the wire. So there we go. Easy. So that's 1. I think I've got to do 3. So look for the blue light. Oh, I misclicked there. Do. Boop. Boop. There, boop. Boop. Gets quicker. Missed. There we go. Tired eyes. Last one. This is quite an easy one. Sometimes these are spread apart a lot more on different levels. It's a bit harder, but this is quite an easy one. So there we go. It's done. Simples. Interesting if you don't do it, this thing does blow up. I did a motion with my hands there, you can't see, but I did an explosion. And then this just gets you more experience. This used to be a previous season event, so like with the play cards that I got earlier where you get 6, you get something to unlock cosmetics. So it used to do that, now you just get experience. So we need to find 1 more. So I'm going to get him to get that. I'm going to get some supplies. Arguably, you want to try and spread your ammo. So I've used all my flares. But I've still got... well, I've used about half, well, not even half of my bolts. 1/3 of my bolts, and maybe 1/3 of my ammo. So ideally, I don't really want to restock just for the flares. My other perk, by the way, is to charm 1 monster. So he's now working for me. So you see bottom left, I've used my other perk, which is quite helpful. Oh, there's a few more enemies, so I can use a grenade. I have not used any of my grenades yet, so let's throw that. This is the crow grenade. Freezes everything, makes it do a lot of damage. It's very effective. Obviously the community will say, oh, this grenade's better, but yeah. There's different grenades for each class. I think 4 grenades, they do different things, but anything which stops them moving and does more damage to me is a win. Oh, look. So this mission's nearly complete now. Once he throws me that, I think we're all done. I've dropped it. And I can now I'm just going to see if I can show off here. Oh, I've not got any flares, that's a shame. I could make pretty lights. But we're going to space! This is... Don't try this at home, I'm just... You want to get off before the end or you will probably get... So, I'm just showing off, sorry. I will just resupply now. Because why not? Yeah. If you hold tab, I should say, you can see the map around you, and it highlights anything of interest. Poor bug. Poor Steve. So I'm going to resupply. It gives you 50% of your ammo back. Let's say ammo is scarce. You really want to be efficient. With the as a tip, when you're upgrading your weapons with the resources later on, so you start with no upgrades, you upgrade. I'd say always go for ammo. People are tempted to go for more damage, but the ammo works out long term more efficient. So it's going to take you more shots to do damage, but you get more ammo. There's a net gain basically by going for more ammo. And I'd say if you run out of ammo, you're just done for. So I'd always go for the ammo upgrades most of the time. I do love freezing things. Because that sticks in the wall there, so when they walk past it, they freeze as well. So that was a bit of a play. That 20 seconds till we get retrieved. This is normally a bit more intense on Hazard 5. This is kind of quite tame. There's a nice combo on here. Again, I wish if you watch my other videos on Hazard 5, you could see it. I'll see if I can show you these. If actually, that's no good. I'm trying to find. So you want to try and... There's different weapons, primary and secondary. You want to try and get a nice combo. Obviously, again, when you're starting out, you're just gonna find your feet. You want to complement the weapons. Trying to show you an example. If I can actually have some enemies. So, for example, here, if I can freeze them, you might have seen my other videos. If I fire this and overheat, it kind of heats everything up and makes them explode. So it's a nice little combo there. There we go. Let's get out of here. Oh, messed that up. So flares again. And then let's get out. Oh. So if you're playing with others, you all have to get to the drop pod before it leads. You do kind of win if only one leaves, but again, you never leave a dwarf behind. So, and that's it. That is a talk through of a basic mission. You get your resource. So there's a multiplier. So the harder you do it, the more bonus you're going to get. So incentives to do it harder. There we go. This is your season pass. So can claim that. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoyed my ramblings and tangents. Let's go get my reward. So these are the play counts. So every 6, you see we got 3. I've already done 1 pass. There's another pass on that. You have season challenges. These refresh daily, or you get a new one every day. So I'm a bit behind on that, to be honest. Got some script which I can spend. Oh, excuse me, it's bedtime. I can just get some minerals. There we go. I'll maybe see you in the next video. Bye for now.